It's time for the One Bar and Lepica Show, bringing you anything and everything Minnesota Vikings.
Welcome to professional football.
All right, welcome back to the One Bar and Lepica Show. I'm One Bar, and in today's episode, we're going to be talking about Mr. Gary Kubiak's press conference, where he threw out a few interesting nuggets, to say the least. Before we get into that, remember, subscribe to the One Bar and Lepica Show. Like the videos. This close to 800 subscribers. Who is going to be our 800th? I can't wait. I'd love to give you a shirtless chest bump. But yes, let's get into Mr. Kubiak. So let's just cut to the chase. This guy loves Pat Elflein. Loves him so damn much. I don't know why, but that's why he gets paid the big bucks to make these tough calls. Pat Elflein, I mean, he pretty much said it. He's going to be our starting guard. It appears he will be on the right side, and the competition will be for that left guard spot. So he went as far as saying that Pat Elflein is a good player, and even said that he had a good 2019. So I must be the worst guard critique ever. I don't get it, but whatever. We just got to deal with it, that Pat Elflein will be our starting guard. I'm not going to panic until they actually try to re-sign him next year. Then I'll panic. So hopping over to the left side, made it clear that Dakota Dozier, Collins, and Drew Samia are all in the mix. From everything that everybody said, it sounds like it's going to be between Collins and Dakota Dozier. Drew Samia, he did mention that he came in and is looking good, but nobody's really talking him up. We will see. It is early. They put the pads on tomorrow in practice, so that's when they'll really start to see what they got. That's pretty much all the guard talk. A lot of talk about wide receivers. Another one that he appears to be absolutely in love with is Chad Beebe. Chad Beebe is a guy that I really didn't think he was going to really have a chance to make this team. Kubiak talked him up. In practice, he's already been out there with the ones in the slot. He pretty much said, you know, as long as this guy can stay healthy, he's going to surprise a lot of people. He's going to be very, very good. Everything he said points that he will absolutely be on this team, but we will see, which brings up the question. Kubiak mentioned that he's going to be playing 4 receivers. He considers them all starters. So sounds like there's going to be a lot of receivers in the mix. And when you got Thielen, you got Justin Jefferson, you got BC Johnson, who are the absolute gimmies. And then you have Tajay Sharp, and you have Chad Beebe, and you have KJ Osborne, who's looked at as our specialist as a return guy. So, you know, I don't think it's crazy to think at all that Tajay Sharp might be the odd man out there. We know BC's going to be there. And if Chad Beebe stays healthy this preseason, training camp, I should say, then Tajay Sharp might be the odd man out. I mean, we're probably going to keep 5 receivers. So that will be a fun one to watch, the bottom of that depth chart. Continuing on with receivers, Justin Jefferson, he gave him quite a bit of love. Just everybody's talking about how smart this guy is. It sounds like he's not going to say that he's going to be that number 2, but everything points to him being number 2 that you've heard over the last week. The number one thing is just his smarts. It's going to go a very, very long way for him to get playing time on the field early. And Kubiak pretty much said that himself. Final, Dalvin Cook. I've been on the fence as far as, are we going to re-sign this guy? As far as, you know, I say it's like 50-50. But man, between Zimmer's press conference, between what Kubiak was saying today, Kubiak just, everybody says how much of a hard worker this guy is. He comes in, he's all business. He's not letting this contract stuff get gross. Man, they all make comments towards him being here in the future. So it's, I've started to flip my brain a little bit. I don't think it's a matter of if, I think a matter of when. And I think he will absolutely be a Viking here long-term, unless they're just blowing a bunch of purple smoke up everybody's butt to get one final beautiful season out of Cook. But man, it would be hard to see him not playing with the Vikings after all the love he's getting. And that's really the gist as far as what Koob said in the press conference. Like I said, everybody just keeps continuing to question him on the guards. It's a concern, and it's on everybody's brain, but it sounds like that will be nipped in the bud very quickly. I think they're going to make a very quick call on who that starting left guard will be. If I had to bet on it, I'm going to say it's going to be the Dakota Bulldozer. He's been out there the most, but we'll see when the pads come on tomorrow. And also remember, they're going to be live streaming that practice tomorrow. So definitely check that out, and we will definitely be talking about that. Until then, remember, subscribe, like the videos. We'll be back talking purple.